Now, the question that we're here to answer today is my financial advisor a fiduciary? And like I mentioned before, it's a question that we get a lot from prospective clients. Primarily, most of our clients know that we are a fiduciary and that we work as a fiduciary. So I'll be talking about a couple of the key differences between a fiduciary advisor and financial professional who is not a fiduciary. Why is this important? Advisors or financial advisors are governed by the SEC, whereas broker dealers are governed by FINRA. And in practice, these two standards are applicable across, the population of financial professionals. The first one, or the advisor, is derived from the Investment Advisors Act of 1940. And that says that individuals or firms in the business of providing financial advice in exchange for monetary compensation have to provide or have a fiduciary duty to their clients. The Advisors Act applies to registered investment advisors, or RIAs, which is what we are. We are a registered investment advisor, or an RIA. In some cases, if the firm is small, they may be governed by a state authority, but generally speaking, if you're looking at an investment advisor, they should be governed by the SEC and have that fiduciary duty as part of their obligation to their clients. In contrast, a broker-dealer, who most often represents a salesperson, and you'll see a little bit more about this later, is not governed by the SEC or the Advisors Act. They're governed by an act called the Securities Exchange Act of 1934, and this is for businesses that trade securities. They may trade securities either for their own account, or they may trade securities on behalf of their customers. But brokers or dealers are regulated by the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, or FINRA, like I mentioned before. The key distinction is that firms that are regulated by FINRA must adhere to what's called a suitability standard. So the suitability standard means that the product sold has to be suitable to the customer needs. It doesn't specifically say that it has to be in the best interest of the client, but that it has to be suitable for the client, or suitable for the customer's needs. And that's why this, I like this image. It's not the best or the perfect analogy, but when you think about suitability, meaning that you're going to buy a suit or a dress, and the salesperson sells you something that fits you, that's the suitability standard. Whereas a fiduciary will make sure that it also looks good on you. They're not just going to give you something off the shelf because it fits.